dedicated to AM 1240 programming. He created a Facebook page for the Hotline Show, and he's good because he'll Jeff will talk about something, and then later on in the day, like say, Jeff's been talking about that fountain at Lackawanna Plaza, and I drive by it, and I said, well, they've been working on that for over a year now, at least. I remember I did a downtown news report over a year ago. So now it looks like I guess it's done. But what is that? I mean, here it is. You spend millions of dollars, and a lot of it's COVID money. And there was something good from COVID. A lot of people got new TV sets and a bar in the basement they didn't want, but now they have it. Now they're all broke, and they got credit card problems up to the yin yang. But at least you got a nice television set out of the deal, and we got to fix a lot of our streets, right? One of which was Court Street and Lackawanna Plaza. But is that done? Is that finished? It's just like I don't know what it's. All I can think of is the expression "pissing in the wind." Yeah, I know that's a dirty word, but it's pissing in the wind because if it's real windy, and it gets real windy in Watertown from time to time, sometimes you can't see the water at all. I don't like getting critical on someone's design or anything, but the fountain that's not there yet and it's coming back because some maniac from Seattle broke it like 10, 15 years ago, and it's gone through a lot of wear and tear in the elements, so it needed to be sandblasted and fixed again. And that's understandable because it was built in 1869. So yes, before the age of steel, they were still using iron and other metals, and they came out with ornate designs, just 4 years after the Civil War, that would actually work. And what do we have today? We have what looks to be a bidet. Is that what they call that? When someone showed me a bidet for the first time, I felt like Crocodile Dundee in the Waldorf Astoria. No, he was at the Plaza Hotel. Remember, he walked into. They put him in like one of the best rooms in the Plaza Hotel. And all of them are really nice rooms, and he couldn't understand what looked to be a toilet, like a bird bath, which it is. It's a bird bath for women. I guess guys can use it too because we have some things to take care of back there as well. But that's what it looks like. It looks like a bidet. It looks like some massive person is going to straddle that fountain and clean themselves. And God bless them. And you know what? I guarantee you. No, I shouldn't say this, but it wouldn't surprise me. Never mind. So that's my opinion. But here's the solution. Get private sector money involved, and here's where you're going to get it from. When you go into Governor, what's the first thing you see on the right-hand side? Hopefully it's still there. Hopefully I'm not making a liar of myself. What do you see? You see a roll of lifesavers, about 300 times the size of a normal package of lifesavers. And by the way, do lifesavers still exist? Does anyone actually use them anymore? With Tic Tacs and all the other stuff. So that was what E.J. Noble created the lifesaver. Is that the story, or the Noble family, whichever? So in acknowledging that, they say, "Oh, this is the home of the lifesaver. That's cool. That's been up there for I don't know how long. I've been up here for over 30 years now, and that's been up there. Every time I go through there, I see the lifesaver roll." So here it is. We have a fountain that looks like a bidet, and made for giants. Like, ooh, I'm going to clean myself here right up there. I'm going to sound like Dave Manns. Oh, it's a great place to get cleaned up here, Glenn Man. But instead of the bidet, I'm going to go over to the Car Freshener Corporation, and I'm going to say, you know what? And I just went into a Kamala Harris voice. You created one of the most iconic symbols of society. Almost in every vehicle in the world, you'll see a little tree. Created by, you guessed it, right here in Watertown, New York in the early 50s. Actually, it was created at what became, it was the Luray Hotel, which is near where the old YWCA is. So they created the whatever ingredients it was right there, and then they moved their operation over to Factory Square. And then, of course, years later, they moved over to North Hamilton Street, where the Red Cross is now. And then years later after that, they moved to the Industrial Park, where they still reside today. It's a foreign-owned company, but it was originated right here. So here's where we come. No tax dollars. None, not a dime. And we get the Car Freshener place to approve a rotating little tree, the size probably about 7 feet tall, with lights around it that would spin around that fountain. What are your thoughts about that? You change the direction. You don't make it look like someone pissing in the wind. It's not a bidet. It doesn't get lost in the wind, but it has a spin, a very small rotation of a big version of a little tree. I'll send the letter up there. Probably won't get a response because, quite frankly, they're very elusive people up there. I don't know what the deal is. But that's what that place needs. Private money to fix that while also addressing the fact that one of the most iconic products in the planet was created right in Public Square, and they still manufacture them today. So give me your thoughts on that. Right now, I got to take a phone call. Someone's been waiting for a long time. Hi, you're in the air.